Duggar News. Anna Duggar, struggling to earn a living, finds a new job after Josh landed in prison. Anna Duggar has been Josh Duggar's wife for many years. Duggar News followers saw their marriage in the show, but what the couple was concealing was too dark. There were allegations against the latter for molestation. Then he was guilty of committing CSAM, and the court sent him to jail for 12 years. Josh didn't change his ways and even got an extension on his sentence. It turns out there hasn't been much about Josh's family, especially his wife, Anna Duggar, and their 7 kids. In fact, everyone has been worried about them, but they have decided to lay low and stay under the radar. But a shocking new twist in their lives has made everyone curious. It turns out Anna Duggar has a brand new job. Is she doing so to sustain the family? Duggar News. Anna Duggar spotted after 2 years. Looks so different. Anna Duggar continued to stand by Josh Duggar, even after his CSAM arrest. Duggar News followers were hoping she'd leave him after such an incident. However, she continues to be in Arkansas, raising their 7 kids. Many believe that Jim Bob Duggar is the one who holds the rein about the entire situation and hasn't allowed her to do so. After 2 years, viewers finally spotted Anna Duggar in public. She was leaving a community event in Arkansas. Her weight gain was apparent, and she looked like a very different person. Many believe it must be her coping mechanism as her family went through so much in the past few years. Now, there are new updates about Anna and what she has been up to. Duggar News. Anna Duggar's job update. Is it enough to sustain the kids? It turns out Anna Duggar has been trying to make ends meet on her own. Duggar News followers earlier heard from the rumor mill that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar were constantly shifting her from Arkansas to Texas, the place where Josh's prison is. But it looks like Anna has changed her ways and has been looking for ways to make ends meet. Reports say that Anna has gotten into a dog breeding business. There are pets in her Arkansas warehouse too. Everyone is curious as to how such a thing happened. After all, IVLP rules prohibit women from earning, and they should instead focus on being homemakers. Well, there seems to be money problems for Anna, and she may have gone down this path. Rumors also say her kids are getting homeschooled. Viewers also spotted her at basketball tournaments she's taking her sons to. In fact, she is also interacting and socializing with fellow parents. So it's clear that Anna is adapting to the new normal. But everyone is curious as to whether she is earning enough from her business to sustain her kids. Well, there is no information about this. Others had hoped Anna could perhaps write a tell-all book and use the funds from it to support her family. But it's clear that she has been trying her hard at the dog breeding business. Keep an eye on. The family is made up of parents Mark and Amber De La Motte and their 11 children. According to the official Instagram account for the family, which relocated from San Diego to Harlem, they are a musical family of 13. That is, they all play instruments and perform together. It's not unlike the way the Duggar kids grew up playing instruments, but it turns out the De La Motte family's religion is different. When you look at the De La Motte family and the fact that there are so many children, some might immediately assume that the family is Mormon, or, at the very least, part of a religion similar to the Duggar family, where birth control is a foreign concept and having as many children as God allows is the overall plan. While Mark and Amber do have religious beliefs, according to Amber, it's nothing fancy. She said as much in an October 2022. After Jinger Duggar broke free from her strict household in Arkansas, she and her husband headed to Texas, but salvation wasn't found there. I was in Laredo for 2.5 years, the 31-year-old recalled to Fox News Digital. As we were leaving Texas, one of the ladies in our community said, "I'm going to miss you, but I also feel like I didn't get to know you. Maybe you didn't let me into your life as much as I would have wished." It hit me like a ton of bricks, she admitted. I had been so guarded. I had been so afraid of what people thought about me that I wanted to keep up this performance. I was afraid that if I showed them that I had hard days, they wouldn't like me. Maybe they thought I was insecure about what I didn't know from having grown up in such a tight-knit community where it was cult-like in many ways. Duggar has been honest about the challenges of growing up in the TLC spotlight and of breaking free from the conservative teachings of her childhood. Duggar is one of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 children who were raised as followers of the Institute in Basic Life Principles, a fundamentalist organization founded by the controversial leader Bill Gothard. Fans watched along as Duggar and her siblings navigated their daily lives on 19 Kids and Counting, which ran from 2008 to 2015, and the spin-off Counting On, which aired from 2015 to 2021. After stepping away from the world of reality TV, Duggar began to form her own ideas about faith with the help of her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, whom she married in 2016. I'm grateful for my childhood. It was not perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm grateful for my parents. Duggar said on the Unplanned podcast in June 2024. I love them. We have differences. Everything's not perfect between us. But I think that at the end of the day, I love them, and I know that they know that. I realized I was a people pleaser from the time I was a teen. There is people pleasing that shows up in everybody's life every single day, and I think that's why now is the time to write this book, she said on the Duggar and Jeremy podcast in September 2024. It's such a problem, and it will always be a problem. Came with a few surprises. Guys would write from prison for my sisters. It was crazy, Duggar said on the Dinner Party with Jeremy Fall podcast in July 2021. We constantly had letters coming in the mail, and it was like, oh, who is it for this time? Oh, it's for Jana. Oh, it's for Jessa. Duggar further reflected on the IBLP environment in her 2025 book, People Pleaser, claiming she was taught a form of Fox Christianity that was all built on the appearance of holiness. She continued, it was so important to uphold this appearance that many underlying issues, struggles, and sins were pushed far back, never discussed, never dealt with, unless it was in a twisted form of confession that still never really dealt with the issues. If you messed up in that setting, you were at risk for losing your community by not living up to the Gothard standards. A Christmas reunion doesn't mean that Jill Dillard, née Duggar, and Derek Dillard have patched things up in their relationship with her father, Jim Bob Duggar. After the trio was seen conversing in the background of one of James Duggar's 2024 Christmas Day photos, Derek set the record straight on whether he and Jill were back on good terms with Jim Bob. Just so people know, Jim Bob approached me while we were there on Christmas Day for about 5 minutes, and I do not respect him, he wrote in the comments section of an Instagram post that referenced the reunion. I don't think that is considered mingling. There were over 100 people, the house is 8,000 square feet, and Santa Claus was there, so this isn't your typical intimate family gathering. She is now promoting a new memoir called People Pleaser, Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations, out next Tuesday. Duggar, who grew up in front of TV cameras on her family's reality show 19 Kids and Counting, has now revealed her thought process on leaving their church. She attempted to defocus my thoughts on how can I love and serve the people who've been so hurt by this teaching, in spite of what all the critics are going to say. Duggar decided, I'm going to just put all that aside and say, no, I want to do what I feel called to do, and that's to speak truth. Yes, there were critics. Yes, there were people who were saying very harsh things. There were loved ones that would say things that were very unkind, she said. It was not easy, but at the end of the day, I realized it was the best decision. It was the best thing that I could have done, to love these people by sharing truth. Duggar reflected, that was something that was freeing for me because the more that I'm thinking clearly through the why behind I want to speak truth, I need to stand up for the vulnerable. My people-pleasing before would never have allowed me to do that. I would have been silent. She went on, whenever I first realized I was a people-pleaser, I saw elements of it when I was younger in my life. There were many times where I would think, oh man, I hate that I'm so consumed by what everybody thinks about me, but I just didn't know how to get out of that pattern of thinking. Her first book helped fuel that process, she revealed, stating, I think once I got through writing Becoming Free Indeed, I started to see that there was a change in my heart. There was a huge change from that serious craving and desperation. We realize that our body is a special gift from God and that He intends for it to be shared only with our future husband. Duggar took a different line after leaving the church, and while promoting her memoir in 2023, she compared her famous family to a cult. She revealed in a wide-ranging interview that she was left crippled with anxiety and terrified of the outside world as a result of the rigid cult-like rules she was forced to follow as a child. The former TLC star was raised by her parents Jim Bob, 58, and Michelle, 57, who were both devout followers of the Institute in Basic Life Principles. Duggar proudly showed off her growing baby bump while enjoying a day out with her husband and daughters in Los Angeles, California this week. On Tuesday, the 31-year-old counting on alum and her family were spotted grabbing lunch with little people, Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff. Jeremiah Duggar and his wife Hannah Wisman were the last pair to officially announce a Duggar family pregnancy in 2024. Duggar Volo is also expecting, and Katie Nakatsu and Jedidiah Duggar are awaiting the arrival of twins. There might be an additional unaccounted-for pregnancy in the family as well. Duggar Volo's recent YouTube upload suggests Josiah Duggar and Lauren Swanson are expecting another baby. While Duggar family followers are aware of 3 Duggar family pregnancies underway, a recent upload by Duggar Volo suggests a 4th secret pregnancy is progressing. Recently, Duggar Volo uploaded a video to YouTube that documented her December 2024 trip back to Arkansas. While the upload included much of what family followers have come to expect from Duggar's visits back home, they were quick to notice one detail. In a scene inside the Duggar family's industrial kitchen, Lauren Swanson is seen eating and talking with several women. The clip clearly shows that she's likely expecting her 4th child with Josiah Duggar. Lauren and Josiah left the spotlight in 2021 after Josh Duggar's arrest. The couple cleared out their Instagram account and has not returned to social media or used the media to announce life updates. In the years since they left public life behind, several of their major milestones have been leaked. For example, followers know the couple has built a new home and welcomed 2 more children. Lauren's early miscarriage and first delivery were documented on Counting On. While Josiah and Lauren have opted to live an entirely private life, they are still very much involved in Duggar family life. Despite their desire for privacy, they always seem to be around and can't seem to avoid the cameras. Social media uploads from other Duggar family members have leaked all 3 of the couple's post-counting on pregnancies. In 2022, Lauren was spotted in a gender reveal video for Jedidiah Duggar and Katie Nakatsu's first child together. Once again, Lauren looked obviously pregnant, but she and Josiah did not make an announcement. Months later, James Duggar confirmed the couple had welcomed baby after scanning over a row of presents for Christmas in one of his YouTube uploads. The Duggar family labeled a pile of gifts for Josiah, Lauren, Bella, and Daisy. James Duggar has since gone private on YouTube. Duggar's recent upload leaked the couple's 4th pregnancy, but Duggar was also responsible for news of Lauren's 3rd pregnancy going viral. In 2023, Duggar and her sister, Joy Anna Forsyth, uploaded videos to YouTube that featured Duggar's early 2023 visit to the Duggar family compound. Fans were quick to spot Lauren in Joy's video, but the clips were short and inconclusive. Months later, in July 2023, Jinger uploaded her own video that featured Lauren more prominently. She was obviously pregnant. A wedding RSVP list later confirmed that their third child is named Ezra. Reddit users assume baby Ezra was born in the spring of 2020.